if you must do, generally for people who are on the yogic path, you know what they say? You should eat only 24 morsels. I'm not saying this to everybody. And if you're noticing that you're tending to fall asleep through the day, you eat only 24 morsels of food, that is 24 mouthfuls. Why 24? I will not go into that number business now, but there is a science behind it. You only eat 24 mouthfuls. Mouthful does not mean So, essentially, your alertness depends on how keenly you manage your energies. And this is crucial if you want to meditate. Not doing 15-minute shunya. If you want to become meditative in your life, most people, not most people, a lot of people in the world cannot sleep even when they want to sleep. Yes. A lot of people go to bed and desperately try to sleep and they cannot sleep. They have to pop a pill to sleep. This is the condition of millions and millions of people on the planet. So, if sleep is invading your life just any time of the day, one thing is, fundamental thing is to check up your basic health, just checking there's something wrong with your system, physically wrong, that you're going through a certain… You have noticed you're not well. When you're not well, you sleep much more than normal, isn't it? Because something is happening in the body which does not allow enough energy to do other things, it wants to rest. First thing is that. The second thing is the food that you eat. So, and still you must take the same time that somebody who's eating a full meal, whoever eats maximum in the ashram, just see their plate till they get up. You must be sitting right there. Not simply sitting, you must chew. To every mouthful, you choose 24 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, chew it 24 times. Now you will see, you will take more time than anybody else, but your food is pre-digested in your mouth before it goes in. It will not cause dullness. If you chew your food sufficiently, you will see food will not cause dullness if it is masticated in the mouth region. Then morning you will wake up at 3:30. What do I do, Sadhguru? Just what you asked, meditate. You'll feel hungry at 3 o'clock, 3:30, you're up, process. This alertness not of the mind alone, alertness of your energy, that your energy is alert. To keep it in an alert state is why you're doing the sadhana. So to assist it, you eat only 24 morsels. Try from dinner, or you want to do it tomorrow. Shall we try this dinner or tomorrow? Now if you do eat only 24 morsels, normal-sized morsels, you will see in the morning you will wake up at 3:30. Yes. In the Indian way of looking at time, there is something called as a nimisha, which has something to do with 24. That's why you eat 24. You eat 24, you will not lose any weight because your system will learn to use the food that you've eaten well rather than simply wasting it. It's both economically and ecologically very good for the world and very good for your health. Probably you'll never fall sick if you eat like that. So, 24 morsels of food, you must chew 24 times each morsel. Fully must become like paste before you eat it. You will see you will do wonderfully well, you can meditate.
Sadhguru, I wanted to know that when we are silent, still we feel that mind chattering, which always bothers us, and our thought always shifts back to past.
Drink one glass of water and sit. If you feel drowsy, even with water, it's all right, still there's time for 5:30. You can doze a bit. Or when you wake up, first thing you finish your toilet and stuff, have a shower, leave your hair wet, you will survive till 8 o'clock in the sadhana time without sleeping. And tomorrow's morning meal also, if you eat 24, no way you're going to sleep till dinner time. Chew it well. If you chew it well, the digestive process, 1.5 to 2 hours you'll be hungry, and that's a way to stay. Hunger does not mean you have to… If stomach is empty, does not mean you have to put food, you just have to put water. And you will stay alert, you will be very energetic.
And future imaginations, which will not be any of output, how to get rid of it?
A whole lot of thought about this thoughtlessness. Thoughtlessness, no mind, these kinds of terms have been propagated all over the place, and these terms have been badly misunderstood and made into all kinds of things, and people are striving how to stop my mind. Why is it that you want to stop it? If your mind will also stop, do you want it to stop? No. Then why do you want the mind to stop? Why do you have such a horrible prejudice against the mind? You don't mind if your heart is beating, you can meditate. You don't mind if your liver is working, you can meditate. Your kidneys are functioning, you can meditate. If your brain functions, you can't meditate, what's the problem? You seem to have something against intelligence. This is the conspiracy of the stupid against human intelligence, that to meditate means your brain must be frozen. No. You don't have to freeze your brain. We were looking at this yesterday itself. We will initiate you into Shambhavi. It's a simple process. There are many ways to do it, this is one simple way. But it's a powerful process. If you sit here, you will see your body is here, your mind is somewhere, who you are is somewhere else. Once there is a space between you and the mind, then what the mind is not doing, what the mind is doing is not even an issue. It is like you're stuck in the traffic jam.
Always bothers us, and our thought always shifts back to past and future imaginations, which will not be any of output, how to get rid of it?
A whole lot of thought about this thoughtlessness. Thoughtlessness, no mind, these kinds of terms have been propagated all over the place, and these terms have been badly misunderstood and made into all kinds of things, and people are striving how to stop my mind. Why is it that you want to stop it? If your mind was constantly producing absolute pleasantness for you, would you think how to stop this mind? Would you? No. It's producing a lot of unpleasantness. That's why you're thinking of how to stop the mind. This is the first thing, wherever you go in the world, this has gone so much into people's mind. If you tell them you meditate, they say, "But Sadhguru, I'm not able to stop my mind." I said that will happen only after you stop your kidneys, liver, heart. You stop all these things, then the mind, you're struggling through the traffic. That's one experience. Suppose you're either standing on Chamundi Hill or you're floating in a hot air balloon and look down at all the traffic. Very peacefully, traffic. Why? There's a distance, isn't it? When you're in it, traffic is a different experience. From really high up there, sitting in a hot air balloon, you look down, you can't even hear the sounds. Looks wonderful, traffic, isn't it? Yes or no? Because there's a distance. So once there's a distance between you and your mind's activity, mind is not a problem. Mind is a miracle, it is not a problem. And anyway, if thoughts are going continuously, if you're having a mental diarrhea, obviously you ate some bad food, isn't it? Yes. If you're having a physical diarrhea, you ate some bad food, isn't it? If you're having a mental diarrhea, you are obviously consumed something wrong. What this wrong thing could be is, the moment you identify yourself with something that you're not, then you're finished. Your mind is a continuous runs. There is no other way. Do what you want, try as hard as you want, it is not going to stop. If you do not identify yourself with anything that you are not, you know how to be with everything, you know how to use everything, but you're not identified with it, so then you will see if you sit here, simply mind will be like this. You want to use it, you can use it, otherwise it'll be like this. Right now your hands are like this, or you're holding it tied up because it'll go all over, is it? No. You can keep it like this. You can keep it like this, you can keep it like this. When you want to use it, you can use it. So it's a useful instrument. Suppose your hands become like this. You know, some people have become like this. Yes or no? If it becomes like this, you will become ridiculous, isn't it? If it happens to your mind, also you're equally ridiculous. It is just that you are living in the comfort. Distance yourself from your physiological and psychological process. There is something called as you which exists. This is not a composite of all your thoughts and emotions and physiological processes. Beyond that, there is you. If you close your eyes, even if you cannot see anything, you're still there. It is through the window of your eyes that you're looking out, but if you close your eyes, it doesn't mean that you don't exist, you still exist. So beyond your thought, you still exist, beyond your emotion, you still exist. So that you, the life that you are, this has to come into your experience. So what's being done here is not about controlling your mind, to bring an awareness as to what you're not. Right now, to start with, the most fundamental identity is your body. You're identified with your body, the clothes that you wear, your hairstyle, your goatee also, aren't you? Very much identified, isn't it? Your wife, your children, your family, your education, your religion, endless number of identifications. With all these identities, you want a quiet mind? There's no such thing. Once distance happens, even if it's a noisy mind, still it doesn't matter. Disengaging from the mind. Once you're disengaged from the… But that nobody else can see it. But people can see it. They watch you closely enough, they can see it, isn't it? And whether they can see it or not, that's not the point. The point is, the most important faculty of your life is out of control. Doesn't matter whether they can see it or not, that's not the issue. The issue is, the most important faculty in your life is out of control, doing its own rubbish all the time, not doing what you want it to do. So, if you have to be freed from this ailment, you should stop eating bad food. Wrong food or bad food means you're identifying yourself with things that you're not. If you sit here, if you're not identified with this and with this, then you will see everything is just fine. Then your mind will do what you want it to do, otherwise it will simply hang there, and that's how it should be. One simple thing is this, first and foremost process is, that's why we put out this process called Isha Kriya. This is to